Rick. Rick will fuck you up.
I'm not sure if I can go back to that, where I actually paused it. It's gonna be hard to go back to where it was. There it is, yeah. Now you see how this is? This is because I was capturing footage at a different rate than the actual broadcast of the footage. So when I paused this, even though in Final Cut it was on 1 frame, in the footage it was actually cutting it into 2 frames. So I was seeing kind of half of that. And so in doing that, the point I'm trying to, the knife is coming at Rick and I'm supposed to be illustrating like, okay, stop, here comes the knife. But you can't quite see it. You have that, the picture is blurry and the knife is like that. And so I was using a DVD. I think this time I was actually using my friend's camera, going directly to mini DV tape. And then for most of my videos, I used a DVD-R. And recently I started experimenting with I have an Elgato capture card. And they're a little expensive. They're not a cheap alternative, but they're pretty good. So far, that they've been able to do streaming and capturing. And one of the nice things about doing it that method is, if you want to just get like 5 minutes or something, if you're editing and oh crap, I need that boss fight, or I didn't get the intro or something like that, you can go and just get that 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever you need. When I was doing DVDs, it was, you had to put a DVD in there and, capture that track and then finalize that DVD and then burn it. And so that was like, what, like 2.5 hours of possible space on a DVD gone. Because once you finalize it, it's cut off. And so I have a whole disc for like a 30-second clip. So, also, I don't even think you can buy DVD-Rs anymore, so yeah, never mind that. You just get a capture card. Okay, let's move on past this part now.
I have a capture card.
Oh, yeah.
That can still happen.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I have to filter the footage through my editing software.
Yeah, there's a problem with, sometimes it'll capture it in one, like MP4, and sometimes you have to convert that to another conversion so that it'll work better in your editing software, and then when you're done with that, you're converting it again to go out to YouTube. And so that's another thing I'm still trying to figure out. Like, working with conversion and stuff like that is a pain in the ass. It's a deep well. I use Final Cut 6. I've dabbled in Final Cut 10, and I think Final Cut 10 is pretty good at bridging that gap between like iMovie and Final Cut. It was a pretty wide chasm. Like honestly, I can't use iMovie because they take so much away from you, and under the guise of, oh, we're trying to make this easier to use. But if you actually want to edit things or have text or fading or overlay, like I don't think those programs even let you do that like at all. But then you go to Final Cut and it's so intimidating. There's so many bells and whistles in so many ways. You go to export and there's just a wall of just Greek, you know, and you have to just know what you want, and just it takes time to kind of just muscle through it. But Final Cut 10, even though there's a lot about Final Cut 10 I actually cannot stand, I think it makes exporting pretty easy. But there's a program you can get called Compressor. That'll destroy your world. There's so much you can do in Compressor. It's insane. You can like click a box, and all of a sudden it takes your 5-minute video 40 hours to export, and it looks like shit. So I think there's like I've seen some internet videos where somebody's been credited as the writer, the director, the editor, and then just the compressor. Their only job was to compress it. And I can see actually going to school and learning all about the ins and outs would take a lot of effort. It's a crazy, crazy world. So dealing with this type of thing, I guess I really don't even have the answer for you, but just kind of be cognizant of, if you're going to have a freeze frame, and it looks like that, maybe don't use it. Or maybe have an arrow. You can just use like hit shift and the little arrows here after the M and have a couple dashes. You can also like just download an arrow from Google Images, but you know, don't be afraid to overlay a thing, point at your audience. One of the most helpful tips I ever learned in college was, when it comes to writing, but also comes to just presenting something to an audience, your audience is not stupid. They're smart, they're just uninformed. They're intelligent and they're smart, they're uninformed. So that's the difference. So like in this image, like I know what I'm doing because I cut it and I know, oh yeah, the knife, that's right. But maybe somebody who wasn't paying attention for half a second or is not really familiar with games or really with the point I'm trying to make, they might look at this joke and just not really get it. And that's because the joke, which is the knife in the middle there is kind of obscured. So be cognizant of that. You really try and get in the mind of your audience. Intelligent but uninformed. That's one of the most important things I've ever been taught. Let's keep going.
Knife is thrown at Rick, what does he do? Fucking punches it, that's what. I mean, when was the last time you punched a knife, fist to blade, and it was the knife that lost? Yeah, that's never happened, because you ain't as badass as Rick. Rick will fuck you up. But what makes him such a badass is his mask. Sometimes referred to as the Terror Mask, which is simply the mask. This ancient Mayan relic gives Rick the superhuman strength he needs to save his loved ones.
So right there, I thought it might be good to...
Okay, not that drinks, get off. Anyone want to say hi? Wave. 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 Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
I know, Dad.
I have to do that when I get back. What? When I get back, I have to take feedback to. I'll probably like text you or something when I'm at the border or something, because then it'll be about an hour. Maybe a couple hours back. So yeah. Anyway.
We're gonna do a connecting flight this time. Which sadly costs more, but it's better than nothing.
And I don't think I actually have your number.
Once it gets back. I can figure it out too, because as long as I get to Union, I can get back to my town. So. Vlogception.
Everyone saw the feed.
Oh, is that like a little light show or something?
Oh, you gotta give us a dance before you leave.
Oh, wait, are you dancing?
Oh, you're waiting for the elevator.
Better get jiggy with it too.
Hey, you know when you're not as good as the other guy.
Michael fucking Jackson.
Yeah, that awkward moment when you're white and then he's black and it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So sad.
Wow, Jackson, way to be racist. Woo! That was good. Perfect timing. Hashtag Michael Jackson lives.
Thank you.
Hashtag perfect timing. Hashtag Jacqueline is fourth. Hashtag all these balls.
Hashtag Zed.
Hashtag Zen.
Shut up.
MJ always wins.
Zed is always the last one because it's the last
Hashtag every single one of those. Hashtag.
All right.
Hashtag.
I'm probably gonna carry everything I'm probably gonna carry everything with me.
Go back to Wario.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait.
It's the same.
They're the same. Getting a star. Wah ha ha. Winning a minigame. Wah ha ha.
Wario.
I don't know why this is so entertaining. Do the ba-bomb. Do the ba-bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whip, baby, whip. That's the same one from 64.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Fuck that.
It's just so weird. Is it
Alright. It is the end of the last day. I didn't do much today, in all honesty. There was one big thing that happened, but we'll get to that later because it's kind of a little... It might not even end up being long-winded, but I'll talk about it because it means a lot to me. And it's one of those things, it's like I like documenting it, so document my feelings and yeah, but anyway. So MAGFest has ended. MAGFest was great. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. I had a great time at MAGFest this year. Had fun. I spent a lot of time with Jacqueline. We recorded what we could. We didn't record like anything, but I mean we tried to have a good time. And it was just an overall good convention. Nothing really beats your first con because your first MAGFest It's always the best because you're not used to it. It's huge, it blows you up, and you're just like, whoa, all these crazy things. And it's different, and that's why it's really big at the beginning. And then, like, you're kind of used to it at this point, because it's like when I first go, I'm like, wow, I got to meet Chugga, I got to meet Masay, oh my god, wow. And then it's like, and then you go to the next one and the next one, it's just like, yeah, I've met them before. I don't know, what's the big deal? That's just how it is with me. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, what was I gonna say? It's just like, it was still fun. I still had loads of fun. We ate out a lot of other places this time, which was cool. I didn't get sick today, although I felt like puking every other time I ate. Today I didn't. So I guess the pizzeria place I went to around the corner was pretty good. It wasn't half bad pizza, and it was like really thin crust, and I don't like thin crust pizza, but it came out okay. It wasn't really my thing, but it was, you know, when I look at it, I wanted to think that literally it was like a tortilla for the pizza base, but it was almost like that thin. It didn't come off as like an actual like pizza dough turned thin. I don't know. But anyway, that was about that. What else did we do today? Went to the HVGN panel, which was cool. I wanted to talk to Derek, but I guess I just didn't get around to doing it. And that was pretty simple there. I always end up lying down because it's just comfy this way. And I'm in like some really like sexual pose because I'm all just like, hey, how's it going? It's Kevin. Anyway, but then after that, I just hung out with Jacqueline. We went to the marketplace, bought some stuff, got some good deals on things. It's like I have a hard time. I always end up like turning this thing. I don't know why. I always just do it like because I'm not used to vlogging with this camera. I'll get used to it eventually. But yeah. So then that happened. We ran into like Chugga Conroy and Masay, and then yeah, it was pretty basic stuff. I mean, from there we played some Cards Against Humanity. We recorded some Mario Party, which will probably go up on my channel eventually. I've got to fix my hand because the way I'm holding it, it's not really comfortable. There we go. And then after that, we went out to eat, as I said. We went to that Peeps store, which I've never been to one, and it was kind of cool, but nothing great about it, in my opinion. I don't know what Peeps are. It was some sort of like marshmallow candy. We went there, no one bought anything, but okay, we went into it, whatever. And that was that. We went back, and then we just hung out in my hotel room. We played some Super Smash Brothers, Project M to be exact. And that was about it. Yeah, it was a pretty simple ending to the con, actually. Yeah. Wasn't half bad. And for like the last day, it was really relaxing, and this time is the first time I have the hotel room for myself tonight. Because I normally check out on the last day of MAGFest, but today I'm checking out on the last day, or on the day after. So I had this hotel to myself for the whole thing, which was really nice. It was nice to be able to check out tomorrow, because then I can catch my bus. The problem is, the bus is at like 8 o'clock, so it's like, crap, now I gotta figure out what I want to do for like the whole day, right? Because checkout's at like 10, so I have to waste 10 hours waiting till, well, probably take a cab around 6 or 7 and get there and whatever, right? So that's how that's going to be. It's pretty simple. So one thing I do want to do, because I literally just like, I guess there's not much else to talk about with this day. For my end of MAGFest vlog, I want to talk about all the stuff I got. So let's go through all the stuff I got. Okay. So, first off, I got a MAGFest sweater, which is good. Came with a MAGFest pin. This is the swag stuff for being a supporter. I got Cool Mario, or Sam Norton, got me both of these. Mortal Kombat 3 for the Genesis. which is cool. He was giving them out to everyone, so he was just giving them out. And then he gave me the birthday pack of Sonic Adventure 2, Japanese for the Dreamcast, and there's like an art book in there, which is why he gave it to me. And it was only available for 2 days in Japan. I showed you it before, but turns out he only spent like less than $40 on it, so I don't feel as bad because I felt like he spent a lot of money. This poster is a Phoenix Wright poster. I'm not going to take it out because I'm going to screw it up. What else did I get? If I come over here, there's the Ruby Dagger and the Starbomb CDs I got, which is good. Got my Star Fox Adventures signed by lots of people. I mean, there's Gerard, pretty sure right there. That's Smooth McGroove right there. Somebody signed right up there. Can't tell because it's behind the logo. But, and there's Barry right there. That's Ross right there. Say's right there. Can't tell who that is. Might be Danny. I can never read signatures half the time. I can never read them half the time, anyway. That's Egoraptor, and then that's Danny down there. So who's this? Is that Emil? Is that Chugga? Oh, that is a Chugga. Okay, I was gonna say. I thought he did a whole Chugga Conroy. I don't remember. I don't remember who that is. Is that Greg? No, that's Pro Jared, who's under there. Okay. And then, yeah, and then I also got this, and this was only $5, but it was the Quidditch World Cup game for Harry Potter. I'm gonna so review that because that game's not bad. Anyway, and then I got my Ace Attorney badge, which is awesome. Which, by the way, I met YouTuber by the name of Renana, I believe her name was, something like that. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. That's her Twitter handle. She goes by like Androsaurus or something on YouTube. Never actually like read it, but basically she does like she adds vocals to like video game music and stuff, and it's been pretty good. It's not bad because she likes Phoenix Wright, and we freaking gushed about it. It was amazing. Anyway, other games I got. This is Jacqueline's Wavebird thing. I'm gonna have to see if I can mail it to her tomorrow. I got Fire Emblem Sacred Stones and Advance Wars, which both great games. I got this chess pin. I got this chess pin plushie, which I really like because he's my favorite Gen 6 starter. Which, by the way, Quilladin is cool. Quilladin's cool. I don't care what you think. He's got like this face and he's just small. He's like, he's just having a good time. I love Quilladin. Anyway, and there's my badge again, which is here. Kevin J Gaming. Oh man, I'm all sad because I'm like giving up. They give me this foam sword, which is awesome. Oh yeah, and I got Mario Party 5, which is right here, which Jacqueline Shinjinator gave it to me, which is awesome. Got this Ocarina of Time strategy guide, which was $15, and it was really nice because it's in like horrible condition, and I don't care what condition it's in per se, because as long as I can read it, that's fine with me. And what else do I got? Is that everything? Let me check. And then I also got this patch. This patch, which was the thing I didn't get on the first time I handed in my support stuff. And it was funny because Emma Say didn't do hers, and she didn't get her stuff, and oh, she was really upset with herself that she didn't get her stuff. But anyway, that's about all that for all the stuff I bought. And everyone's gone now, or for the most part, everyone's gone. Is this how we're going to do it? This is how we're going to do it. We're going to be right here on the bed. Right here on the bed. How's it going, guys? Let's see if I can turn the camera in such a way where it's kind of like, it's like I'm standing, but I'm not. I don't know, I'm having too much fun with the camera. One thing I want to talk about with you guys. It's an important topic. If you remember at the end of my PAX Prime vlog, I had said something along the lines of like, people get mad at you and you lose a friendship, you get upset, and I don't remember what I said exactly, but I was really upset about stuff. Well, things came to head here at MAGFest. And I'm going to be a little bit more specific than I was at PAX Prime, because I was super unspecific. But this time I'm going to be a little bit more specific. Not super specific, because it kind of ruins some things. But let's just say, well, I'm going to give you the name of the person that was involved. It was Masayanella. Her and I got into a huge fight, essentially. Like, needless to say, well, not even needless to say, I have to explain it. So it is needed to say. It wasn't really a fight. It was more just like a downward slope. it was downward slope. I don't know how to do a slope, because, like, to me, it should go left to right, but I know it looks different to you guys. Anyway, it was a downward slope, and it was just because ever since she kind of said we were best friends, I got really attached in the wrong way. I love spending time with her. She's a great friend. And anyone who's ever met her knows that she's a sweetheart and she's an angel. She's fun to hang out with. She's goofy and she'll hit you and you'll goof off, poke each other, whatever, but you know what I mean. Like, as a friend, she's actually really sweet. And I just clung to that a little too much. Every con I would go to, I walked around with her like I was glued to her. And it just didn't work out. And then I wanted to spend every second with her, and I always felt weird when she would want to go off and do other things without me, and I got jealous at things, and it was bad. I'm a very emotional person that way, and I shouldn't have been doing that, but I did, and it's in the past now. And they always tell you to not think about your past and only use it to build your future, so that's where I am now. So I'm saying I'm not going to be that person again. I'm going to be a better person. And here at PAX, I didn't show you the poster I got. Or PAX, this is MAGFest. Anyway, I got this poster as well. This was a good place to put it. It's Battle Bunny Riven from League, and she is hot. Anyway, I just love Riven. Riven's one of my favorite champions, so. But yeah, so basically when I got that poster, they also had a poster that was Princess Mononoke. And that's Masei's favorite Miyazaki film. So I just said, I figured, well, here's what I'm going to do. Because what I tried to do with the con was try to spend a little bit of time with her, see how she felt hanging out with me. Because basically we weren't even friends anymore. She was fed up with the way I had been acting, and she didn't want to talk to me. She was ignoring me on everything. And I got really upset, and I just wanted to remove her off everything, so I did. But it was just like, I don't deny everything that happened. Like, she had every right to be mad at me. But it was just like, I'll fix my camera a little bit. It was just like, when I figured I'm going to try and talk to her here. Well, I'm going to try to hang out with her, see how she feels being around me. And I talked to her about random stuff, just like, how's your MAGFest going? Did you have a good time? Blah, blah, blah. And I just sort of, I got that Princess Mononoke poster, and I said to myself, like, okay, she seems comfortable enough with me to kind of talk with me a little bit. Like, over little things, whatever it is, she will talk to me. Okay. So I figured I'll give her this poster as a sign of peace, if you will. To say, like, I'm sorry. And if she says, like, no, I'm not going to talk to you, and she goes back to not liking me and just shuts me down or whatever, I would be mad at myself. I'd be mad at a lot of things, but I would take back the poster and I'd keep it. But regardless, she took it, and I just said, like, I'm only asking for 5 minutes. It's a quick speech. And I just told her, like, it wasn't even so much that I wanted to be her friend really badly, like, after losing it. It's just more the fact that I used to be her friend ate away at me, and I couldn't even remember the good times I had with her without thinking about the fact that there was bad times, you know? Like, I couldn't even think about how much fun I had spending time with her without thinking about the fact that I screwed it up and I'm never going to have it again just because I'm an idiot. So that's what ate away at me. And people would say things like, oh, maybe you guys just aren't meant to be friends. And it's kind of like, I can understand not being meant to be friends. That's fine. But let me think about this. Wait. We were friends at one point. So, I mean, whether you want to say it's chemistry or whatever, we were friends at some point. And there was a reason for that. And it's because I was a better person at some point. It was when I got really clingy, and that was the problem. So, in the end, I gave her my speech, and she said, like, I even offered, like, you know what, if you want, you can slap me across the face. I deserve it. And she did. It wasn't a super hard one, like a super, like, afterwards, but yeah. So that's my little speech about that. That's about all I'm going to go into. In the end, she told me some more stuff about it, and that's stuff that I'm really not going to be specific about. But she was, like, she really didn't want to spend time with me, almost. And I guess I said the right things this time, and I managed to get her to open up a little bit. We may never, well, hopefully we can try to be at least somewhat friends again. Best friends is a bit much to ask, but I gotta work back to being her friend again, and she said she'll start replying to me on Twitter and everything, and start talking to me about regular stuff, and from there we can probably get back to the Skype and everything again. So all comes with time, and that's about how things are gonna go. And that's me talking about my personal life. And yeah. So there's that. And that's what really made my MAGFest good. It was fun hanging out with a lot of people. I got to meet a lot of people I've met before. It was really cool seeing that Aaron and Barry knew who I was. So that was awesome. But it was just really cool that she did accept my apology again. And, well, I'd always apologized to her about it, but like this time I really meant it, and she accepted it, and it was nice to have that weight off my shoulders. And that was the big part of it, is that I really got to have the weight off my shoulders. And that's about how it is. I'm just really glad I got to get this weight off of me. Like it doesn't feel so bad anymore. Sure, it's like I still have to kind of wonder and gauge how to treat her and stuff, because I know we're not going to be friends immediately. But we ran into each other a couple of other times, and we had a really good time. Like, we goofed off, and I felt like it was good. I felt like it was pretty good. So, who knows where we're going to go from here. But hopefully we can just work back to a very good ground, and I can prove that I'm a better person now. And that's all I can feel. That's all I feel about it. Yeah. So that was MAGFest. Tomorrow my bus is until 8 o'clock at night, so I might vlog myself walking around MAGFest a little, or around the area a little bit. But I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do my best to have a good time. And, like, some people had their flights delayed, so maybe I'll hang out with them. I heard Tim's was pushed back to Thursday, of all things, so maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll hang out with Tim, or he might just find another flight, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not going to talk, well, maybe not going to talk. Lukagen's friend Chris, Twitter name, Mezicarp, it's kind of like a Magikarp sort of thing. M-E-Z-I Carp, with a K. He's a pretty cool guy, and apparently his flight just got bumped back a day. So I might hang out with him a little bit that day as well. But I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to check my luggage or whatever, and then just walk around. I might spend some time in the hotel, just for the sake of it. But other than that, I mean, I'm just going to be hanging out, having a good time. Well, might not even be a good time. It might be a boring time. I don't want to go to the train station right away, just because I'm going to be sitting there for like 8 hours or so, and it's going to be busy for the first little bit of it, right? So I might as well wait until it's later in the day, so I'm not standing around a bunch of rush hour traffic people. I'm hanging out with just, you know, I'll be there more or less alone, and that's fine with me, because I mean that way at least I'm there with someone. Hopefully the bus isn't too packed. This is going to be an interesting situation for me because last time, like, there's always there's not a big group of MAGFest people, but there's a few MAGFest people on there. So, I mean, they probably make up a good 10 to 20 seats of the bus. Maybe not 20, that might be a bit much, but 10 to 15 seats on the bus. And now maybe there might be some empty spots on the bus. Who knows, right? So, if there is, that's great. If not, whatever. But we'll see how it is. That's all I can really say. Maybe I'll eat at some different place there tomorrow just because it's some good food, some good eats out there I'm learning. But again, we'll have to see. This MAGFest has been a lot of fun though. It was definitely great. It's just a relaxing experience. I'm getting to that point where it's not like I'm not getting super hyped about it. It's just a nice, like, calming feeling. It's a good vacation. It's a good way to relax. And I'm at this point where I'm like, I gotta go to school. It's like I can completely forgotten about it. It's like, crap. I'm gonna have to get on a bus tomorrow and go home, and I'll wake up and we'll get there like Tuesday morning. And I'll have school at 3 in the afternoon, which I might go to if I'm not too dead tired. But what's probably going to happen is I'm going to get home. Because the thing is, my parents can't pick me up this time. So I'm literally going to have to take my bags from... I'm going to have to take my bags from the bus terminal where I'm going to get dropped off, go to the subway, take the $3 subway to the train station, and then go from the train station to home, hop on a bus, and then take the bus home. Like, it's just gonna suck. And like that's gonna be like a good... I think the train one way only costs like $6 or $7. So, I mean, $7 there and then $6, well, 3 for the subway, 3 for the bus. So, I'm going to spend about $13 getting back, which isn't too bad. And then I got to also pay for the cab, which also sucks, but that's not that bad. I'm not going to freak out about it too much, because, I mean, once I'm in Canada, I can use my debit card wherever I am, and I can do that. Did a good job, spending-wise, actually, and I'm glad that that worked out, because my parents gave me about $200 in American money for Christmas, and I got $50 from my uncle in American for Christmas, and then Death paid for his part of the room in American cash, which worked out, so I had a good, like, $400-something to spend here. And I spent most of it, and I figured I might as well spend most of it because it's not worth holding on to. But yeah, I'm more or less rambling now. But if Masay happens to watch this, I'd thank you. I don't think probably did thank you, but I thank you for forgiving me, and that's how I am. And that's just where I am with this. That's how I've been feeling, and that's how the con was, and because it did eat at me. Like, I had a great... my finger's right on the microphone. It did feel good, like, hanging out with everyone. But it's just like every time I saw her, I would just be like, and, like, I didn't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I was stressing out almost. And it sucked. But now I know that it's water... Well, it's not necessarily water under the bridge yet. But, I mean, at least we can start building away from it. The tide... I don't know, some sort of water joke here. But yeah, I'm going to end it. I'm going to go to bed. I'm really tired. I'm going to pack first as well, actually. I'm going to pack. And then I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up, grab all my stuff, make sure I didn't leave anything in the room, and head out the door. That's going to be MAGFest. MAGFest 12. It's really good. There weren't too many bands to go to, but that wasn't my thing. And that's about that. But I'll see you guys all Well, if I vlog tomorrow, I vlog tomorrow. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.